We should be on streaming now. So, it's nice to be with you today, Beatrice. Do you think the weather will improve or will it stay like this? It was cloudy today, not very. Can't you hear me?
Not so well.
Not very well.
No, I have some problem with the audio.
Yes, with the audio, with the sound. But it was okay till a few minutes ago. Is it better now?
Yes, but every meeting, every internet meeting, for few minutes when I start the meeting, the sound is not so well.
Yes.
Then
it settles.
Better.
Then it settles. Sì, poi si sistema. It settles. Yes. Right. So I was telling you that I had prepared. We should be. Okay, this is the streaming. I had prepared something. Where is it? It's here. Yes, I had prepared something for the next days. So first of all, on March the 8th, it's the International Women's Day. And I think this is important, especially if you want to connect it with the civic education that's compulsory this year, because it's becoming a big problem, you know, people treating women badly, even killing them, usually their own boyfriends or husbands or, you know, family. So maybe it's a good idea to start since the from the primary school to tell the students how important respect is, not only towards women, towards anyone. Anyone, but you know, historically speaking, women always had a harder time in our societies, and so especially women. So to do this, I had prepared a couple of activities. Here's Laura coming. Wow. Let's wait for her to get in. Hi, Laura. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi. Sorry for the late, but
don't worry. You're very welcome. Yes. Anyway, we were talking about the you know, future festivities, and the first is March the 8th, the International Women's Day. And for the international, because I thought it could be a good idea to you know, talk about this topic in connection with the civic education you have to teach you know, in this period to the children. Respect for the others, especially for women, because it's becoming a big problem, you know, the way women are treated by even their fiancés, boyfriends, husbands, family in general. So it could be a good idea to do something about it. And I thought about a couple of activities, crafts. The first one is very simple. It's a heart with the painted mimosa inside. So like you did for Valentine's heart, you take a piece of paper, fold it in two, and keeping it by the folding. Start from, you know, a corner here, go up, make a big bending, and go down a little bit. And what comes out is a heart. You do it, actually, the children are supposed to do it in a red cardboard and then in a white sheet of paper, because putting one inside the other, you get, you know, a heart with a sheet of paper inside. Then it's very easy to draw a mimosa flower. You simply take some green marker and draw something like this, pretending they are the branches. Whatever comes out, actually. You don't need it to be precise. And then, can you see it? Whatever, actually. And then you can take some yellow color, which I can't find it here now. But anyway, some yellow acrylic color, and have the children print their finger into the color and print it. Oh, here it is. Thank you. It's even too much. Anyway, you know, and have the children simply put the color with their finger tips, like this. And what comes out is a mimosa looking flower. Okay, it's difficult, but if you put it on the table, it's very easy. And the children love finger painting.
Or with the cotton fioc.
Could be a cotton fioc if you want to, but it's much more fun with your finger. For the children, it's much more fun. Anyway, and so what comes out is something like this. A heart with a mimosa flower inside, which they can give to their schoolmates or their mothers or their whatever, you know, grandmothers, whoever they want to a woman, to show their respect, basically. That's the idea. So what do you think about it? Shouldn't be too difficult, should it? No. No, very easy and funny, especially the big finger tip painting part. Then another possibility is a picture, and I've put here some drawings for you. Of course, they can be made larger, as large as you want to, and you can print it somewhere. And then the children can paint it. And here the mimosa flower is made with the usual green color. And actually here could be with fingerprints like before, but here there's another possibility. Take some thin yellow paper, cut it in small pieces and make small balls, and simply glue them on the paper, on the white paper. So these are simple thin yellow papers made into little small balls. And then, of course, they can have a heart. They can also write something inside if they want to. So that's a picture, and that's another idea. And here are the various possibilities for the picture. This one, or this one, or this one, or the young girl, or the teddy bear, happy teddy bear, and so on and so on. Another possibility is a heart made with a small paper ball mimosa. Here it's on the floor, but my idea was to do it on a cardboard or on a sheet of paper. And here there are true mimosa flowers, but again, you can make some small yellow paper balls and glue it in the form of a heart on a cardboard, for example. Another possibility is a heart made with hand and fingerprint mimosa flowers. It's this one. You cut out a heart. Actually, the children are supposed to cut out a heart and then print their hands with the green color, and around the hands, which are supposed to be the mimosa plants, the yellow flowers with their fingertips again. All these are very, very easy. They can be used also for children first or second grade, and very funny to do. Then they can add a little yellow ribbon if you want to. So that's another possibility. Or another possibility is an 8-shaped mimosa plant.
Wow.
You need some cardboard here, something a little bit thick, so cardboard, un cartoncino qui, qualcosa di un po' spesso, and it's very easy to make that, because you simply, wait a second, no, you don't need to fold it. You simply cut out a part here and a part here, then cut out the number 8, well, we could have folded it, to be honest. We could have folded it to make number 8. So you cut out the bottom part, but not completely. Then, you cut out the number 8. And when you open it, it's like this. You fold it around and maybe click it or glue it. So this is the base, the number. And then here you draw the mimosa flower. Again, you can do it with fingerprints or with a small yellow paper balls. That's the idea. And this is what should come out. To help you do that, I have also prepared the number 8, if you want to, where is it? That's it. If you want to cut it out, like this, with the writing Women's Day. But so the children can simply follow the lines and cut out the 8 and the base from here. Or, as I told you, it's very easy. You take a piece of paper, fold it in 2, cut out first the bottom part, but not completely, and then the number 8, which is basically 2 semicircles. a bigger one at the bottom and a smaller one on top. And then, of course, the empty part inside. Actually, it's very easy to do, even without that's it. Even without the template, but in case you need it, I have prepared the template for you. So that's another possibility. Then, of course, you can make a small paper balls, or you can paint it. Then, what about a mimosa flower on a paper plate frame? You take, it's not really a paper plate, it's one of those, how can I say, those are things you use for the cakes. How are they called? What's their name? Sottotorte?
Sì.
Anyway, yes, something like that. You can color the border in yellow, and then in the middle, hi Martina, welcome. Welcome Martina.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
You listen me?
Yes.
Don't worry. We were thinking about what to do in the coming days, and I had a few ideas about March the 8th, the International Women's Day, because you can take advantage of this day also to talk about respect for the others, especially for the women, and, you know, connect it with the civic education you have to do at schools, you know, lately. And so I gave a couple of ideas: a heart with a painted mimosa inside. A painted mimosa is very easy to do, simply some strokes with a green color and some fingerprints. Put some color and simply stick your fingers to make the mimosa flower, and that's what comes out: a heart with the mimosa flower inside, to give it to some woman. Then another possibility, a simple picture, and I have put some ideas of pictures, of course, clicking on them and drawing the corners. You can enlarge them as much as you want to. And so you can print them, and then the children can paint them. And the mimosa flower here is made with the small balls of thin yellow paper. Take some yellow paper, thin one, cut it in pieces and make small balls and glue them on the sheet of paper to look like mimosa flowers. And then if you want to, maybe a heart, something written inside, and so on. And these are the various possibilities you can give the children to paint. And then they have to draw the mimosa flower like this. Another possibility was make a heart on a piece of paper or on a poster or a cardboard, wherever you want to. Here it's made with mimosa flowers, but you can make it with a small yellow paper balls. And hearts made with handprints. See, these are handprints and fingertip prints, mimosa plants. And maybe a small yellow ribbon if you want to. Another possibility is this 8-shaped mimosa plant. I was telling them how to do it. Very easy. You take a piece of paper, fold it in two, cut a stripe at the bottom, but not completely. Make a 8 shape. Like this. And then fold it. And click it here so that it stands, in modo che stia in piedi. Okay, this is a thin paper. You need some cardboard to do this. Ci vorrebbe un cartoncino per fare quello. And then again, you can paint it with the usual green branches and yellow flowers made with the fingertips, or small pieces of, small balls of paper. And this was the idea we were talking about. A cake plate. You can draw the border, maybe in yellow or green, and then glue inside some small paper balls and paper leaves with a little yellow ribbon to make a kind of a little hanging picture. Or another idea could be this one, the paper bunches of mimosa flowers. Again, very easy. Vabbè. Sì, centrini per torte, mi dice mia figlia che si chiamano, e su Amazon vendono tipo 300 pezzi per pochissimo, ma si trovano, you can find them everywhere. They're very cheap, or you can cut them out if you prefer. And this again are pieces of those cake bottoms, and attached to them there's a small green handprint made cardboard. They put their hand on the cardboard and draw their hand, and then they cut it out, leaving a little bit of the wrist here, lasciando un po' come si chiama? Aiuto. Il polso, because then you have to put the yellow paper around and the white, whatever it is, cake plate behind it. And again, the small yellow paper balls to make the mimosa flowers. These are also very nice. They have put a straw here, but it's not really necessary if you go on a little bit with the wrist. Qua hanno messo una cannuccia, ma in realtà non è necessaria, basta andare un po' più in giù col gomito, sì, col gomito, col polso, e il resto poi si attacca. That's it. That's about Women's Day. So, what do you think about all this? Do you think they are good ideas?
Yes.
Do you like them? Do you think you will do them? Which one do you prefer?
I prefer the number 8 with the mimosa.
This one, yes. Yes, it's a little bit different from the usual things, isn't it? Yes. To make this one, I have also prepared a number 8. I've got so many things open here. A number 8 template here to cut out. But as I told you, if you don't want to cut out this one, it's very easy to do. Fold the paper, cut out the first part, and then 2 semicircle, and then and the 8 figure comes out. And then here you can put your paper balls to make the mimosa flowers and draw a little bit of the leaves of the plant. And you can write something like International Women's Day or Festa della Giornata della Donna, and so on.
It's possible to put a small bigliettino inside.
Yes, you can maybe stick it here. Oh yes, you can make anything inside. You can put anything inside. But there's no bottom, non c'è il fondo, però c'è solo il tondo che si appoggia, così, vedi.
Sì.
But in this one, you can easily make a little pocket. In questo si può facilmente fare una piccola taschina. Se invece di attaccarlo al limite, lo attacchi così, like this, and then this, you see there's a small pocket here. C'è una taschina qui, and you can put your message or, you know, something. Simply, instead of sticking it together at the border, stick it a little bit, making a kind of bending, folding, like this, look. Instead of clicking it here, you click it a little bit beyond, and here, so that in between the two, there's the room for a message, if you want to. Or you can write your message here. Yes. So, Martina, you prefer the 8-figure number, the 8-shaped mimosa plant. What about you, Laura? Which one do you prefer?
I like everything. I like the earth, the folder earth, and I like the mimosa plant with the number 8. But mazzo, what is, I don't remember in this moment. How do you say mazzo, Lino? Mazzo.
Bunch.
Yes.
Bunch of mimosa flowers.
I like everything.
Good. I'm happy you're happy. Yes. Do you think you will do one of these? Pensi che ne farai uno di questi?
Yes, not only one.
Yes, it takes 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes to make one. So yes, you can do a different one every day.
Yeah. Yes.
From
one
here to the
mommy,
8th of March.
One for mommy, one for grandmother, one for sisters. Okay.
Yes, the schoolmates, le compagne di scuola,
yes,
the teacher, and so on and so on. Yes. What about you, Beatrice? Which one do you prefer, and what do you think you will do?
I love everything, but the mimosa branch for me is very beautiful and special because you can use not only for Women's Day, but for the Mother's Day,
yes,
or
yes,
other festivities.
Yes. Yes,
is very beautiful.
It's like the heart, to be honest. It's like the heart. You can use it in any festivity. You make a red heart, a yellow heart inside. And since this is Women's Day, I draw a mimosa. For Mother's Day, you can simply draw, write something like, thank you, mommy, or I love you, mommy, whatever. It can be used for Valentine, can be used in any, celebration. Right. So, a few ideas. Then, going on, there's Father's Day on the 19th of March. So I thought about, you know, something to do for Father's Day. And there are various possibilities. Cards to color, dei bigliettini da colorare. They can be made individually or double. You can print, of course, you can make them as big as you want to. And you can print them and then fold them so that, you know, there's the picture of the card on one side and the picture of the tool on the other side. And you can write something inside, a little, you know, thank you sentence or a little poem for Father's Day inside. Similar, I've put some other designs here. For example, a shirt with a tie with a little pocket and the pants, or Happy Father's Day with all the ties that can be painted, you know, in a very colorful way. Or there was another one. Where is it? There wasn't, oh, no. Okay, there was another one here, but it's gone, but you will find it. I'm going to send you, this is saved, so I'm going to send it to you completed. Anyway, these can be made small as cards or big as pictures. Happy Father's Day with all the tools. You know, the hammer, the saw, and so on, and the screws, and so on and so on. Or this is also very typically with all the small screws and I don't know what are nails, chiodi, viti, all these kind of things. And they can write Daddy, yes. Again, the usual card, a heart card, but this is a little bit different because once you have, okay, you need a double heart here. So when you take your piece of paper, don't start from here to cut out the heart, but start from the middle and cut out a complete heart, because leaving, of course, a part of it connected. Okay, this is not very nice. You can do better, I'm sure, but anyway. So then it can open in a double heart, and part of it can be folded a little bit to make it appear a shirt. Make it look like a shirt. And then you can draw the tools, the pocket with the tools and so on. Or I've put also the pieces here. You can cut out the pieces and glue them to make the pocket with the writing dead and the strings and the tools inside. Of course, everything can be made bigger or smaller as you like. This is a little bit more complicated, but not very much. They can draw it or they can simply cut out the pieces and glue them. And it opens and they can write their message inside. Another possibility is a picture like this. This is very funny because you put some paper sticky tape, paper tape, lo scotch di carta, writing, for example, papa or dad or daddy or whatever you want to, and then the children can do everything above it, painting with their hands, with brushes, with whatever they want to. And when you take out the tape, the writing appears. If you put the tape around the border, you can also get a frame. Se mettete lo scotch tutto intorno, avete anche la cornice bianca. Lo scotch qui, però ci vuole lo scotch di carta, quello che non si attacca più di tanto, insomma, che si possa togliere facilmente. E poi i bambini ci pasticciano sopra, dipingono, pennello, mani, tutto quello che gli pare, because when you take out the tape, perché quando si toglie lo scotch and the writing appears, it's very nice in any case, e appare la scritta, è comunque molto bello, qualunque fesseria ci abbiano fatta sopra, che sia un rainbow, che sia un semplice pasticcio, viene comunque molto bello. So that's another possibility. Or another possibility is a hand print face. Again, they put their hands, draw it, cut it out. Maybe they can paint the fingers one color. They can also paint it before cutting it out, so it's time sparing, or they can paint it afterwards. 2 Google eyes, or you can draw the eyes. A pair of mustache. To make the mustache is very easy. Take the usual piece of paper, cut out a wavy form like this. And when you open it, it's a pair of mustache. So very easy to make. And also the ribbon is very easy to make. You make something like this. I should have done it bigger, but anyway. Okay. More or less, anyway. And when you open it, it's a ribbon. And you can stick it like a ribbon here. And behind it, you can write your message for your daddy. I love you, daddy. Thank you, daddy. You are the best daddy in the world. For my wonderful daddy, whatever. Or a toolbox card. You cut it out in this form, see, like this. So then when you fold it, it looks like a toolbox. They can, of course, paint it, and when they write something here, to my dad, Francesco, to the best dad in the world, whatever. And it looks like a toolbox. Again, this can be made bigger, as big as you want to. See, or smaller. So, what do you think? Which one do you prefer? Do you think you will do something?
I like the fingerprint with mustache. The right dead with painted around.
Yes.
They are very, very beautiful. And the art with blue, the art with the dress blue.
The heart, this
sì.
one with
Yes.
the, yes, with the salopette, yes, with the yes.
And see, with salopette with tulle inside the pocket.
Yes, yes. It's how do you call it? Una tuta da lavoro. a work suit, a work suit. Una tuta da lavoro. Yes. Yes. What about you, Laura?
I like hand print faces.
This one.
Because it's easy, but it's funny.
It's funny and it's original.
Yes, but I like the card with the dad too, with the written dad picture.
Yes. Father's Day, this one or these ones. Yes. Yeah. What about you, Martina?
I like too the art with the
Work suit.
what?
Work suit.
Work suit.
Yes.
And the hand with the mustache.
Yes, with mustache and ribbon. Yes.
But I like too the ticket with the pictures.
Which one? The first ones here?
No, dead with
This one.
right dead. Yes.
Oh, the picture. Yes.
The
picture with the writing dead. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Okay. But this also is very nice because it looks, you know, in perspective, it looks like this on one side. See, like this. And if you turn it around, it looks the same, only with different paintings on the other side. So there's a kind of a perspective game, which is a little funny. Yeah. Yes, but of course, before doing anything about Father's Day, please check if there aren't, because there could be children without a father for many reasons. Can be dead, can be gone, can be, they can, the parents can be divorced, whatever, you know. So in case there are children without a father, you have to do a step further. You have to do something to compensate. Because otherwise everybody does a little present for the father and they don't have the father. It's sad, isn't it? So before treating the Father's Day, on the 17th of March, it's St. Patrick's Day, which is a great festival for the Irish people. And it's particularly funny for the children because a symbol, one of the symbols of St. Patrick's Day is the leprechaun. The leprechaun is a fairy, dwarf, not a dwarf, non è un nano, è più un gnomo, a fairy figure, una figura un po' come si può dire, fatata, diciamo. Yes, he makes shoes. I've also written the story for you. Anyway, he makes shoes for the fairies, for the, all the magical inhabitants of the forest, and they pay him with golden coins, sorry. But of course, he doesn't really need the golden coins because he has whatever he needs, food, whatever, in the woodland. So he keeps the golden coins into a pot. And he hides the pot, of course. But you know what? If you catch a leprechaun and look at him in his eyes, he cannot lie to you. Non può mentirti. So you can ask him, where is the golden coin pot? And he must tell you. And there's a story about all this, which I'm going to tell you here. The story goes that a lady managed to catch a leprechaun. She looked at him in his eyes and asked him, where is the gold? Bring me to the gold, bring me to the gold. And the leprechaun brought her into the forest to a tree and told her the gold is buried at the foot, under the roots of this tree. And the lady said, oh my God, I haven't got a spade to dig. I must go home and take a spade to dig a hole and take the gold. But she thought, I won't be able to remember the exact tree among all the trees of the forest. So she took out her red ribbon and put it around the trunk of the tree and made the leprechaun promise he wouldn't touch the red ribbon. And the leprechaun had to promise. And so she set him free. She went home, took the spade, went back into the forest. All the trees had the red ribbons around the trunks, so she couldn't recognize the correct tree and didn't know where to dig and couldn't catch the golden coin. But from that moment, the leprechaun, smart leprechaun, thought, I'm going to hide the golden coin pot at the foot of the rainbow. And so the legend says that if you go at the foot of the rainbow, you can find the pot of golden coins which the leprechaun has hidden there. But who knows where the foot of the rainbow is? So that's the story. And I have written it for your children in a very easy way as a dialogue, because they can also play it if you want to. You can have them play it. Hi, I'm a leprechaun. I make shoes for the fairies. I'm a shoemaker. So that's the leprechaun, like Irish people. He has a red bird and, red hair and so on. And he often carries a clover or shamrock, which is also the symbol of Ireland. It's clover in English, but the Irish one is called shamrock. So, clover è il trifoglio, quadrifoglio, but the Irish one is called shamrock because it's a symbol for Ireland. So it has a special name, clover or shamrock. Anyway, and so he says, hi, I'm a leprechaun. I make shoes for the fairies. I'm a shoemaker, and these are the shoes. A fairy comes. Wow, beautiful shoes. Here's a golden coin for you. Thank you. I have a pot of golden coins. The children, of course, can paint all this. I want the gold. Where is it? If you catch a leprechaun and look at him in the eyes, he must tell you the truth. It's under this tree. See the many trees in the forest? Oh, I need a spade. I'll go home and take a spade. Don't take away the red ribbon. But when the woman comes back, all the trees have a red ribbon. Ha, 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 the leprechaun says. Ha, 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 my gold is safe now at the foot of the rainbow. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Okay, so this is an idea to tell the children the story. They can paint it, they can play it out. One can be the leprechaun, the other one can be the woman or the little fairy. And here are more leprechaun pictures to color. So if you do this first, and then you do Father's Day, you can have the children choose whether to make a father card, a card for the father, or a leprechaun card. And of course, you know, those without a fire will go for the leprechaun, but I'm sure also some of the people, of the children with a father, will prefer to make the leprechaun because it's a funny thing to do, you know, and they can take it home. So what's behind here? Oh, that's another one. Anyway, it'll be okay afterwards. Yes, anyway. And so they can choose whether they prefer to make a father's card or a leprechaun card. And they all can take something home. The father's card for their fathers, for those of them who wanted to make it, and the leprechaun card to show their mothers with the story for the other ones. And of course, as usual, if you don't show you are sorry for the children, they are not sorry for themselves. They absorb your emotions. So it's as when, for example, a child falls down. If you say, "Oh, get up," he would get up and, you know, that's finished. If you say, "Oh, did you hurt yourself? Did you hurt yourself?" The child will start to say, "Oh, I hurt myself," you know, because they absorb your emotions. So most of the times it's simply enough not to care about, pretend not to care about, you know, their difficulties, their problems, and the problems in a way disappear for that moment. But of course, you as teachers should think about all this in advance, so as to don't create a bad, you know, position for those children. Don't put them in a bad position. Sì, l'idea è che loro assorbono le vostre emozioni. Quindi se voi non ci badate al fatto che uno abbia o non abbia un padre, non diventa importante neanche per loro. È come quando un bambino cade e se tu gli dici, "Oh, su, tirati su", questo si tira su e riprendi a giocare. Se invece vai là, "Oh, ti sei fatto male, fammi vedere", questo subito comincia, "Ah, mi sono fatto male", perché assorbe l'ansia della madre, della nonna, del nonno, di quello che è, no? E quindi voi non date importanza al fatto che uno abbia o non abbia un padre, non è importante. Chi se ne frega? Ce ne sono, c'è chi ha il padre, chi non ha il padre, c'è chi ha la, che ne so io, la maglia rossa, chi ha la maglia verde, è così. Però pensateci prima che ci possono essere situazioni di questo tipo, quindi se fate solo la giornata del padre e ci sono dei bambini senza padre, capito? E quindi date delle alternative, questa è l'idea. Quindi fate prima la storia del Leprechaun, che fa anche parte della cultura irlandese, quindi potete farla in inglese, è carina, poi insomma, ecco. Poi fate il discorso dei lavoretti per il padre, il lavoretto del padre fa il lavoretto per il padre, chi vuole fare il Leprechaun fa il Leprechaun. Ovviamente ci saranno anche bambini che hanno il padre e vorranno fare il Leprechaun perché è più divertente. Quindi insomma, quello che vogliono. E allora vedete che la cosa si smonta da sola, insomma, ecco. But I don't find it a good idea not to celebrate Father's Day because there are children without a father. It's sad, you know, for the others with a father. They might want to, you know, to bring something to the father. So simply give the alternative and every child will do what's best for him or her. What do you think? Do you agree with me, or do you think it's a simplified way of seeing things? Siete d'accordo con me o pensate che la faccio troppo semplice?
Oh, it's not easy because I have another problem. One of my students has father, but don't has mother. So
The same for Mother's Day.
Yes.
We will do the same for Mother's Day. I will prepare you some, you know, crafts for Mother's Day and something alternative, you know, for the children without a mother. Yes.
So I do Leprechaun before, then the Father's Day. So when there is the Mother's Day, I search two possibilities. One for mother.
Or I will find something else instead of the Leprechaun, something alternative. When is Mother's Day? In May?
Yes, the first week of May, I remember.
I think around the 10th of May, something like that. So before May, before Mother's Day, I will prepare for you some crafts for Mother's Day and some alternative story for the children who need an alternative. So,
May is the roses month. È mese di rose. May, when there is Mother's Day, is the
month of the roses.
Month of the roses, sorry.
Yes.
A me era, sai Beatrice, perché era capitato anche a me, quindi avevo fatto tipo la festa dei fiori, delle rose, della Madonna, per quello scade la festa della mamma, perché, e quindi ce ne sono c'è la rosa di San Giorgio, per esempio la storia della rosa di San Giorgio, che è collegata anche alla cultura inglese.
Esatto.
Thank you.
Avevo fatto la rosa, tipo il bigliettino a rosa e quello per la mamma, proprio per ovviare a quello
Esatto.
Oh, thank you.
That's the idea, you know. Don't cut out all the celebrations because maybe one or two children haven't got the father or the mother. It's sad for the others. Simply give alternatives and pretend you don't care, it's not important. We know it's important, but in front of the children, let's pretend it's not important because they don't have to suffer, you know. Sì, fate finta che non sia importante, noi lo sappiamo che è importante, però di fronte ai bambini facciamo sempre finta che non è importante il fatto che non abbiano il papà o la mamma. Succede, come quando uno ha un handicap di qualche tipo, non è importante che non riesca a camminare, ha la carrozzina, va con la carrozzina, è una roba normale, è anche normale in effetti, però effettivamente poverino o poveretta, però insomma è così, insomma. and they will accept everything. If you don't, if you don't, how can I say, exaggerate it, they will accept everything. What do you think, Martina? Do you agree with me?
Yes, I think it's hai ragione, Maria
You're
Pia.
right. I think you're right. I
Yes.
think you're right. Penso che tu abbia ragione. I think you're right. I agree with you. Yes, likely children at this age live things through you. Fortunatamente i bambini a questa età vivono le cose attraverso di voi e quindi sta a voi presentargliele in maniera più o meno tragica, capito? Quindi sta a voi fondamentalmente. That's why I told you you've got a great responsibility. At the beginning, I told you you've got a great responsibility. All'inizio vi ho detto avete una grande responsabilità perché i bambini vivono le cose attraverso di voi. E quindi se voi date tanta importanza a una cosa, per loro quella cosa diventa molto importante. Se voi non date importanza, non diventa. Poi col tempo capiscono altre robe, però intanto non soffrono meno, insomma. So that's the idea. Try and be careful and, you know, simplify things for the children.
It's more soft.
Yes. Soften things for the children. Because there's no point to keep telling them, poor child, without a mother, without a father, poor. He feels, you know, even worse if you say so. There's no point. Nothing you can do about it, so let's take it easy. Non c'è niente che possiamo fare, quindi non facciamoglielo pesare, ecco. Se invece, oh, poverino, lui si sente ancora più poverino, io sono un poverino, cioè è triste, capito? Quindi, so that's the idea. What do you think about it? About the leprechaun? Do you like the idea of telling the leprechaun story? And maybe having the children paint the story? So this is the idea. The leprechaun, it's dressed in green with a big hat like this. I've also put you a link to the leprechaun story, a video to the leprechaun story in English. Actually, it's a little bit different from the one I knew. Instead of putting a red ribbon, it wasn't a woman, it was a man in the story, and he put blue shoes, something like that. But this is the original, I think this is the original story. But anyway, I've put a link for you for a video to listen, but to watch. But we cannot do it here because it's for sure under copyright. So you watch it by yourselves. And that's the golden coin, the clover or shamrock, the pot of golden coins, pot of gold, the shoe, the rainbow, the clouds. And it's for St. Patrick's Day, who's the Saint Patron of Ireland. And the festivity is on the 16th of March. So more or less just 2 days before Father's Day. So you can do this and then Father's Day, and they can choose if they wanted to do a card for the father or something about the leprechaun. And here are the possibility of paintings they can do about the leprechaun. And they can also play out the story. Possiamo anche recitare la storia. Sono 4 frasi in tutto alla fine, Hi, I'm a leprechaun. I make shoes for the fairies. I'm a shoemaker. Wow, beautiful shoes. Here's a golden coin for you. Thank you. I have a pot of golden coins. I want the gold. Where is it? It's under this tree. Oh, I need a spade. I'll go home and take a spade. Don't take away the red ribbon. Oh, all trees have a red ribbon. My gold is safe now. So very easy, play to represent. So, you tell me something. Ditemi voi qualcosa.
But I like St. Patrick's Day. I talk about this festivity all years because I think it's very nice for the subjects, for the colors.
Yeah.
There are very easy symbols, and it's very different from the festival in our country.
Yes, our way of celebrating the saints.
Is a typical. Then Leprechaun is a personaggio, subject.
A character.
Character is a particular character.
Yes.
And is similar to elf, similar nostri elfi.
Yes, it looks like an elf, but he's
lot of symbols that are easy for children to understand, like rainbow,
yes,
gold coins, pot,
yes,
and the showmaker. Then
yes,
and then you can have the possibility to talk about Irish. That
yes, Ireland and Irish people.
Irish symbols and Ireland, yes.
Yeah.
Because we talk about Great Britain or
yes.
England, but Ireland is important.
Yes, exactly. To be honest, it's now the only reason we still do English at schools, because with the Brexit, if it weren't for Ireland, English wouldn't be a European, a community language anymore. Yes. And we wouldn't be allowed to study English at school. Because according to the European laws, at school, in the schools, the children have to study a European, a communitarian language. And if it weren't for Ireland, se non fosse per l'Irlanda che è rimasta nella comunità europea, English wouldn't be a communitarian language anymore. L'inglese non sarebbe più una lingua comunitaria. Avremmo dovuto studiare tedesco, spagnolo, francese, something else. Con la Brexit. Con la Brexit, se non fosse per l'Irlanda, che è rimasta a far parte dell'Europa e di conseguenza l'inglese è ancora lingua comunitaria, ma se non fosse stata per l'Irlanda, con l'uscita della Gran Bretagna, l'inglese non sarebbe più stato lingua comunitaria e avremmo dovuto studiare spagnolo, francese, tedesco, portoghese, qualcos'altro, un'altra lingua comunitaria. So, it's very important having Ireland in the European community.
I try to speak English now, and I must to learn another language is very
yes.
A tragedy.
Maybe Dutch, magari olandese or Swedish or Finnish. Finnish is incredible. It's a very difficult language. It's a completely different route. It's not based on Indo-European languages. It's completely Finnish and Hungarian. They are part of the Hugo-Finnish, root, which is completely different. Sì, proprio il finlandese, per esempio, che la Finlandia fa parte dell'Europa, è una lingua impossibile, completamente diversa, perché non fa parte delle lingue indoeuropee, è proprio di un altro ceppo, è ugo-finnico, è proprio un ceppo completamente diverso. E quindi, when I was in Finland, it took 3 weeks to me to understand that, was it Keshkushka, I think, meant city center. Quando ero in Finlandia, dopo 3 settimane ho capito che questa parola, credo fosse Keshkushka, qualcosa del genere, voleva dire city center. È una delle pochissime parole che ho imparato. It's an incredible, completely different language, incredible language, completely different from us. While, for example, when I was in Sweden, I happened to have to wait for a plane to land, and next to me there was a young boy, 14 years old, who started to talk to me in Swedish, and I could understand, and I replied in English because I can't speak Swedish, and he understood and replied in Swedish. So I went on talking in English, and he went on talking in Swedish, and we could understand each other perfectly well. So, even if I don't know Swedish, and there are, of course, a lot of differences with English, but nevertheless, you can make out the meaning of a sentence, but with Finnish, no way, no way. Completely blank, vuoto completo. Sì, c'era questo, mi ricordo, questo bambino, lui parlava svedese, ma io capivo cosa diceva, rispondevo in inglese e lui in qualche modo capiva, rispondeva in svedese, siamo andati avanti per un bel po', ma invece con il finlandese proprio non c'è speranza, completamente diversa come lingua. Completely different. So just imagine, you're starting with English now, suppose you have to stop English and learn Finnish, or even German, or...
I tried to study German at the university.
Yes.
Oh, a disaster.
Yes, it's difficult. It's a difficult language.
It's complicated. Yes, because the verb is at the end of the...
Yes, you attach all the various parts of the sentences.
And the words are complicated because they match together some word. So you'll read very long word.
Yes, exactly, yes.
For my
it's
tesi,
a complicated language. It's a very complicated language, yes. And then it kind of coordinates. I don't know German, so I can't tell you, but I know that there are different cases. In case you want to say to him or for him, or,
it's
the
similar
verb
to Latin.
Yes, similar to Latin. But I've never studied Latin as well. Ma io non ho mai studiato neanche latino.
I studied at the secondary school.
Secondary school.
See, and when I tried to study German, some affinity, just something like Latin in German, you find the declinazioni.
The reasoning. You could recognize the reasoning behind the language. Sì, poteva riconoscere un po' il ragionamento che stava alle basi della lingua.
È che ho difficoltà in inglese, attaccano le parole, prendono 2 o 3 parole, le mettono insieme, diventa un parolone.
Yes.
Non è facile.
No, I know. You look at this, what does it mean? And then if you realize it can be split, and but nevertheless, it's difficult. I know. Yeah. So thanks for Ireland, and we are still studying English, which is useful because willy-nilly it's a lingua franca all over the world. Not only because of England, but mainly for the States and the many countries who use English, from Malta to Australia, Canada, the States, India, a great variety of countries, both in Africa, Asia, Australia, New Zealand, all North America, many countries speak in English. Moreover, being a, generally speaking, easy language, it's become the lingua franca for anything, computers, aircrafts, when a plane lands, all the instructions are given in English, wherever you are. Even if you land in Moscow, even if a Russian plane lands in Moscow, all the connections with the tower and all the instructions are in English. Perfino per dire, se un aereo russo atterra a un aeroporto di Mosca, tutte le istruzioni dalla torre di controllo, tutte le comunicazioni, tutte sono date in inglese. È la lingua franca in tantissimi campi. So it's important to know English. So, yes, St. Patrick is very interesting as a story because he was the one who brought Catholicism, which is very important for the Irish people as a religion, and the writing and so on to Ireland. And it was thanks to him that many monasteries, monks started to copy all the manuscripts, preserving the culture of the place, and then religion became strictly connected to the Irish way of life, also because it was in contrast with England, who became a Protestant. So St. Patrick is particularly important as a saint for the Irish people. And St. Patrick's Day is really a great festival for them. They painted themselves in green, green faces, green, everything green. And yes, even in New York, because tutto il fiume. They have painted all the river in New York green because there's a big Irish community in New York. Irish people had to migrate everywhere, all over the world, like Italian people. And in New York, there's a very big Irish community. And so on St. Patrick's Day, they have a great festival. So, yeah. That's my daughter who comes and goes, and every now and then she catches something I say and adds something. Mi si sente per tutta la casa. Close the door. Okay. It's not my fault, she said. We can hear you all over the house. Close the door. No, it's okay. Right. Yes, so yes, if you want to do something about Ireland and St. Patrick, we can also take a picture, a map of Great Britain and Ireland. A map of Great Britain and Ireland. Come on. And show them. And show them the difference. So, for example, You see, how can I make it bigger? Can you see it? Uh-oh, it didn't come out bigger. Okay, anyway, yes. So you see, England actually is only the central part here. So when you say a person is English, technically it means it comes from England. But there are other parts of Great Britain, like Scotland and Wales, which are not England. So Great Britain is divided into 3 countries, basically: Wales, England, and Scotland. And they have their own parliament, their own banknotes, money, and, you know, like different countries. So there's England, Great Britain, which is composed by England, Scotland, and Wales, and the United Kingdom, il Regno Unito, which is composed by Great Britain plus Northern Ireland, Ulster or Northern Ireland, e il Regno Unito, che comprende la Gran Bretagna, quindi Galles, Inghilterra e Scozia, più l'Irlanda del Nord, che sarebbe più o meno l'Ulster, la regione del Ulster. On the contrary, Southern Ireland is a completely different country. Ireland, Eire, it's also called E-I-R-E, is a republic, while the United Kingdom is a monarchy. Per esempio, è uno stato completamente diverso l'Irlanda del Sud. Per esempio, è una repubblica, mentre il Regno Unito è una monarchia, c'è la regina, o il re, in questo periodo la regina, una regina o un re, insomma, è una monarchia. They have their own parliament, laws, it's a completely different country. È uno stato completamente diverso. And Ireland is still part of the European community, while Great United Kingdom got out. Scottish people are not happy about it, not even Welsh people. Northern Ireland aren't happy either, but in the referendum, the majority voted to get out of the European Union. So all the United Kingdom is out of the European Union now. They are separated from the European, they're not part of the European Union anymore. On the contrary, Ireland is part of the European Union. So yes, and the capitals are, of course, London for England, Cardiff for Wales, Edinburgh for Scotland. Another important city is Glasgow, but the capital is Edinburgh, and Belfast for Northern Ireland. Southern Ireland, or the Republic of Ireland, Eire, the capital is Dublin. So yes, you can tell this to the children. It's I think it's interesting to know that when they say, are you English? They mean, are you from England? Otherwise, they should ask, are you British? Okay, you British? Yes, I am. I'm from Scotland. Are you English? No, I'm not. I'm Scottish. If you find a person from Scotland and you ask him, are you English? He would reply, no, I'm not. I'm Scottish. Are you British? Yes, I am. I'm from Scotland. Okay. It's very important for them. Yeah. So, Martina, tell us something. Dici qualcosa, Martina.
I am very glad for the work of Valentine's hearts we have made in class in the class.
Yes,
And
you have made, to make, made. So scusate, ho sbagliato a scrivere make. To make, made. So you made or you have made the Valentine heart in class. Did it come out all right? Did it come out all right? Did it? Oh, continuo a fare errori. Did it come out all right? È venuto fuori bene?
Yes. Yes.
Did every child make one?
So and so. No, all have made the work. Qualcuno.
Some of them came out nicer than others. Came out nicer than others. Qualcuno è venuto fuori meglio di qualche altro.
Per qualcuno più facile, per qualcuno più difficile.
Certo, però va bene.
Sì.
They're all wonderful.
It's a nice for relation.
Exactly.
Yes.
Did you give them to the other children of the class?
Sorry?
Did you give them to the other children of the class? Li hai dati agli altri bambini della classe? Li hai distribuiti?
Sì, abbiamo fatto cambio, scambiati.
Yes. Fantastic, yes. And I'm sure they were all happy. E sono sicura che erano tutti contenti.
Sì, very happy.
They were all happy. Good.
Now, yes, they write more of them. Si continuano a scriversi anche.
Fantastic, sì, fantastic.
Si scambiano più messaggi.
A message for you, a message from me,
sì,
a message.
Sì. È partita un lavoro così, insomma.
Yes. A message for you, a message from me, un messaggio per te, un messaggio da parte mia.
Sì.
Yes, it's good for, to create a good atmosphere, good relationship among the children, È utile per creare una buona atmosfera in classe, buoni rapporti tra i bambini, yes. Which is the basis for a good learning. If you want them to come to school willingly and happily and to learn more, there must be a good atmosphere. Se vuoi che vengano a scuola volentieri, in maniera contenta a imparare e imparino di più, deve esserci una buona atmosfera in classe. Se c'è una buona atmosfera in classe, vengono a scuola volentieri e imparano molto di più. And they learn much more. They learn much.
It's an important objective. È un obiettivo importante che...
Yes, it's an important objective. It's an important objective. Yes, it's an important objective. Yes, definitely it is. Yes. Yeah. What do you think, Beatrice? Did you do the Valentine's heart?
Oh no, I send all material to my substitute.
Yes.
So I don't know.
You broke your arm. How sad. Didn't you miss it? Didn't you miss it? Non ti è mancata? No, she said. Didn't you miss it? Non ti è mancata la scuola, i bambini? No.
No.
A little bit. Un pochettino.
My student, only my student, because I work at home. Yes, because I have some meeting with the parents, another meet with my colleague for the scrutiny and pagelle. So I work at home. I only
But
miss
even if you are off for on an illness leave, even if you are officially in a illness leave, anche se ufficialmente a casa per motivi di salute.
Sì, yes. But for the scrutiny, my substitute don't know the class, so I help my colleague.
Yes, he or she, of course, doesn't know the class. Yes, yeah. Right. So you had to tell, yes, her or him. Yeah.
But I send to him all the material, and he work with my class.
So do you know if he did the Valentine's heart?
I think yes.
I think he did. I think he did. I think he did. Yes. Right. What about you, Laura? Did you do the Valentine's heart?
Yes, I do. And
yes, I did.
Yes, I did. Sorry.
No problems.
But somebody changed it in the class. But a lot of children want to
bring it home.
Bring home.
Yes.
Because they have the fidanzato, how do you say?
Ok, fiancé è una roba molto ufficiale, aspetta. Some children wanted to bring it home to their... Allora, in questo caso direi girlfriend,
girlfriend,
boyfriend. Girlfriend o boyfriend, because esiste fidanzato, fiancé, alla francese, però non è scritto così, è scritto con la E questa, con questo accento. Però è una cosa un po' ufficiale, un fidanzato. Direi girlfriend, boyfriend, yes, a questa età. Yes, so some children wanted to bring it home to their boyfriend or girlfriend, yes. But they could do another one at home and use that for their schoolmates. Potevano farne un'altra a casa e fare quello per i loro compagni di classe. Anyway, yes.
But in my class there are much more boys than girls. There are only 12 boys and 5 girls. So it's not balanced.
It's not, yes, it's not balanced. It's not even, yes, it's not even, yeah. Oh, well, poor Laura. It's a hard class, 12 boys and 5 girls.
Yeah.
Boys are normally more lively.
But not only for that.
Not only for that?
Not only for that. It's a very difficult class.
Why? Are there many family problems?
No.
Foreign people, foreign children?
In my class, there are 12 foreign
the foreigners. Oh my God.
Two children with a certificate. One is very difficult.
Oh my God.
So
special.
Not for the parents. The parents, I haven't got problems
with the families. Yes.
Families.
But yes.
It's a difficult class.
A difficult class. Yes. Where are the foreign people from?
Principalmente.
Mainly.
From Morocco.
Morocco.
two from Romania.
Romanian, yes.
One from India, and just a moment, is not finished. One from China, and 5 from Italy.
Oh my God. It's difficult because can they speak a good Italian or not yet?
No, the Indian girls, it's
Indian and Chinese, and might be very difficult for them. Yeah.
yes.
Romanian, you know, after a
No.
while they start speaking like Spanish-speaking people or any Latin language. But Morocco, it depends. It depends. But generally speaking,
children are very good because they are born in Italy.
oh, they were born in Italy, so no problem. So they're Italian, more or less. I mean, maybe not officially, but they are like Italians. But yeah, the child from India and from China,
the girls from India,
alphabet, the way of writing itself is completely different.
Is in Italy only from 1 year, and it's very difficult.
He has been
in Italy,
living in Italy only
for 1 year. Now I remember the correct form, since and for.
Yes, only for 1 year. It's nothing. It's nothing. But do you have teachers teaching him Italian language?
No.
Oh dear. So what do you do?
We have to teach Italian.
There should be some extra hour.
Yes, 6 hours in a year.
Nothing. Not even people volunteering.
Not more. But last year it was possible, but this year it's impossible.
You're right.
We can't.
That's also this problem, the coronavirus.
Can do it
because sometimes there are volunteers.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes there are volunteers who in the afternoon help those children.
1, 2,
not a lot.
Sono andati in pensione, non sono tanti, però qualche caso lo coprivano. Adesso non possiamo farlo entrare. Poi sono persone.
Not even online, maybe online.
But they can't. It's a problem only to explain how to do that when we was in that. They have only a phone. The child is very
small yet.
Smaller.
Too small. Difficult situation.
But
so it's important you do something, manually, handcrafts or exercises, these kind of things, because otherwise poor people, just imagine how difficult it is for them.
Yes. It's a very, sento, ormai inizio a sentire la stanchezza con questa classe. Sarà la mia età ormai che comincia.
I can imagine.
Però è una classe che mi porta via tanta energia.
How many classes do you teach in? Only one? Only that class?
Yes. From this year, only this class. Because usually in the past, I went to other class to teach English. But when my headmaster knew the last year the situation,
told you, concentrate on the class.
Yes, because there are a new teacher with me. Quindi c'era anche una nuova, quindi c'ero solo io e mi ha lasciato solo lì, ecco, per quest'anno, perché...
Yes, it's good in a way, but it's more tiring on the other way because you don't have a break, you don't change, you know.
Yes,
You're
yes.
always with them.
Yes, yes.
Well, so a few handcrafts can be useful to you. Un po' di lavoretti da fare a mano possono essere utili.
Certo, infatti.
Yes. So we can do something about, for example, Chinese New Year's Day. I think it's already passed. Something about the different cultures. Allora potevamo fare qualcosa sul, per esempio, il nuovo anno cinese o le diverse culture. Cavoli.
Ma è ogni ciclo dei bambini cinesi, quindi ormai mi hanno acculturato.
Sai già tutto.
La red, cos'è? La red, la busta rossa. Oh, questa sera non mi vengono in mente le parole.
The dragon, the dragon.
The dragon, ma anche c'è la busta rossa dove mettono i soldi nella...
Oh, yes. Yes, the red envelope. Yes. The red envelope, yes. And yeah. What year is this year, according to the Chinese star signs? What year is this year, according to the Chinese star signs? Che anno è questo secondo
il calendario cinese?
Sì, esatto.
Sì. Mamma me l'avevano anche detto, non me lo
Star
ricordo.
signs sono, come si dice in italiano? I segni zodiacali, delle stelle sarebbero.
Era anche la capra, no, della capra, aspetta.
Maybe goat, maybe goat.
Maybe goat,
Potrebbe essere la capra, sì, goat. Can be, it could be, yes. I'm a tiger according to the Chinese, star signs. A tiger, ta-da! I love the tiger. It's my favorite animal.
Ah no, buffalo, ecco.
Buffalo.
Forse
Buffalo.
Però, ma adesso faccio fatica a dirlo in inglese, è una cosa strana, questi bambini in realtà non è che sanno molto di questa usanza, sì, loro festeggiano il Capodanno, c'è la busta come da noi danno la mancia, viene data in una busta rossa, però per esempio quando ho parlato del calendario, che siamo andati anche a vedere,
They didn't know much about their culture.
Cinese, ma in realtà la Cina è grandissima, dipende dalle zone, non è detto che tutti seguano le stesse, come da noi. Però anche loro, ho visto sia il ciclo precedente, cioè loro ormai si sono standardizzati al nostro calendario, secondo me, il 2022.
Good, in a way, it's good in a way, But you know what I noticed? It looked very strange to me at the beginning, but then I understood. China has a long history, a lot of culture, everything, but with Mao Zedong, it's all being cancelled. They cancelled everything. Nothing has remained of their history and ancient culture and everything. And nowadays, Chinese people, except scholars or experts, know very, very little about their traditions and their
yes.
And this is very, very sad. Very sad.
Oh, excuse me.
Sorry.
I have a cousin that studied Chinese at the university. She told me that the Chinese study the Chinese history at the university. They don't know the story of the China. They go to the university for study the culture.
Yes.
In primary school.
Mao Zedong cancelled everything from the past. There was really a political will to delete all references to their past, start everything anew. There was a political will to cancel everything from the past and start a nation completely anew. C'è stata proprio la volontà politica di cancellare tutto di quello che era del passato e cominciare questa nazione proprio da zero, completamente da zero.
Di nuovo, da zero.
Sì, anew proprio da zero, sì, tutto di nuovo, ma di nuovo non nel senso again, proprio
Tabula rasa.
nuovo, esatto, da zero. Perché per esempio tell me again, quello vuol dire dimmi di nuovo, in questo caso again. Invece ricominciare di nuovo nel senso anew da zero, in questo senso.
Da zero. Ah, beh, ecco, questa è una cosa nuova. Again and new.
So there's really been a willing to cancel everything of Chinese past. And that's very sad, in my opinion. Very, very sad. I happened to take around some Chinese people, and normally they don't care about history. I show them the arena, they don't care about anything, usually. There are some very educated people, scholars or people very educated, who care, and they all told me we had so much in China, but it's all being destroyed, it's all being cancelled. Generalmente io, siccome faccio anche la guida, mi è capitato di portare in giro gruppi di non gliene frega niente della storia. Tu dici l'arena, questo, non ne può fregare di meno, hanno proprio perso il senso dell'importanza della cultura, della storia.
Del passato.
Perso completamente. Sono interessati ai negozi, alla storia di Giulietta Romeo perché fa bello, a fare un sacco di foto perché fa bello, far vedere che sono stati in Italia, eccetera, ma non gliene frega niente di quello che gli racconti. Ci sono delle eccezioni di cinesi invece istruiti, ma devono essere molto istruiti, però quelli sono interessati e quelli tante volte mi hanno detto in Cina non è rimasto niente, ci hanno cancellato tutto. Della grande cultura millenaria che ha
una delle più antiche.
Thousands of years, one of the most ancient cultures, it's almost completely lost. Yes, thousands of years of culture, almost completely lost. Migliaia di anni di cultura quasi completamente perso. Very sad, very, very sad. Anyway, what about you, Martina? What kind of class do you have? Che tipo di classe hai? Is there an even number?
Allora, sono 16
of boys and girls.
Yes.
C'è un numero più o meno pari di bambini e bambine?
Sì, più o meno, sì.
More or less?
L'80% sono, non riesco a dire la parola stranieri in inglese, è proprio complicatissimo.
80% foreigners. Foreigners.
Io dico foreign, mi sbaglio.
Foreign countries, foreigners. La GN non hanno loro la gn, quindi o diventa gn tipo signature o semplice n, in questo caso semplice n. Foreigners. 80% foreigners. Where from? Where from?
One from China. Poi ci sono Romania, c'è Albania e sì, vari paesi dell'est. Albania soprattutto.
Yeah. Wow, ho sbagliato a scrivere.
I see one day of week, li vedo una volta a
I see
settimana.
them, yes, I see them once a week, una volta alla settimana. Why only once a week? What about the rest of the week? E il resto della settimana?
Allora, ahimè, hanno due insegnanti curricolari, perché è un tempo pieno, e io sostituisco uno dei due che usufruisce della legge 104, mi sembra. Un disabile.
They have two full-time teachers, but one of them has a permit, so I substitute him. Yes, him, no him. Oh, him. Yes, they have two full-time teachers, but one of them has a permit, so I substitute him.
Yes.
Sì, hanno due insegnanti a tempo pieno, però uno di questi ha avuto una riduzione di orario, un permesso, e quindi tu lo sostituisci solo per quelle ore là.
Esattamente.
It's a difficult class.
Sì. Yes,
And what
sì.
do you teach them, apart from English? Cosa gli insegni oltre all'inglese?
No, insegno only storia and motoria.
Physical education.
Sì.
PE and history. No English.
No English. I won't apprend English because it's important language.
It is, of course.
Yeah.
But I mean, so all the activities we do, you can't really make them do them. Tutte le attività che facciamo in realtà non gliele puoi far fare allora, o gliele fai fare comunque in italiano.
Sì, qualche idea per l'italiano, in realtà sì, lo sto facendo più per me.
I see. Maybe in the future.
Sì.
In the future, forse nel futuro.
Sì, sì.
Yes.
Ma come,
You know,
come Laura comunque è una classe tosta.
where is it? Is it in the city center or in a suburb? Where is it exactly? Dov'è?
It's a country, è un paese di provincia.
Village. It's a village.
Un village.
Yes.
Abbastanza grande, siamo a 20 chilometri da Venezia. Mestre.
You're not from Verona. Okay.
No.
What about you, Laura? Where is your class?
Legnago.
Legnago. What about you, Beatrice?
Mirano, near Venice.
Mirano, you too. You too, Mirano.
Venezia.
All over. Wonderful, these internet connections. Fantastic. Fantastic. Yes, I wanted to tell you some. Oh, yes, I wanted to show you some. Did I tell you about the word wall and the learning apps? Word wall and learning apps. There are two very useful sites where you can find the games for your children. I'll show you. Okay, let's go to word wall. And of course, there are exercises of everything, of English, but not only. Not only. No, okay, fermi tutti. Okay, let's take some exercise already done. For example, For example, on the word to be, this is an exercise on learning apps. Learning apps. Learning apps is very useful because they also give you the pronunciation of the words. Not in this case, but sometimes. So for example, I'm a student. Wow, that's the millionaire. You are very funny. You're very funny. He's my best friend, and so on. And they can become a millionaire if they do everything correct. Actually, I wanted to show you learning apps with the pronouns. For example, personal pronouns. Okay, this is again the millionaire. No, I don't want this one. If you want to, I can send you all this. Match the words and the sound. Okay, go. Come on. Back. What's wrong? Ok, this doesn't seem to work. Questo sembra non funzionare, non capisco come mai. Ah. Let's try this one then. Okay, for example.
He.
Ok. He. Qua dobbiamo metterli in ordine.
We.
Ok, we comes after he.
They.
They comes last. It comes, okay, in between he and we.
She.
Okay, he, she, it.
I
is the first one. Number one.
You.
Okay, could be number two or, okay, let's put you here.
You.
No. Okay, so we have I.
You. He. She. It. You. We.
No.
They.
Okay, let's see if it's correct. What's wrong?
He. She.
Oh, they put she before he. Why they put she before he? I, you, she, he, it. He, she, it. Anyway, this is learning up. Another possibility is with the word wall. Word wall is funny because you can play the game with the different templates. Here you are playing it as a quiz. I am. Ting. You are. Ting. He, she, vedi, he, she, it. Prima he e poi she. Vabbè. He, she, it is. We are, and so on and so on. But you can do the same game in a different, you can switch template, cambiare forma. You can do it as a game show quiz, for example, as a quiz. Get ready. I am. 100 points plus a bonus. Get ready. You are. So you get a lot of points, and of course, there's a time bonus. If you reply in a short time, you get a time bonus. Let's see what happens if I do something wrong, if I make a mistake. Oh, no, it's finished. Oh, I wanted to make... What's he doing? Okay, let's try this. 50 points. Okay, a bonus round. Okay, let's see what happens if I make a mistake. We am, for example. Okay. Okay, simply don't get any score. Okay, right. But you can also switch templates and play the same game in a different way. In this case, you open the box. He, she, it is, and so on, you know? You choose the box. Which box do you want? Number 2, 3, 4, or 5?
5.
And so on. Or you can play it as a maze chase.
Maria Pia.
Yes.
Maria Pia.
She is. Yes. You tell me. Dimmi, Laura.
Oh, sorry. I have to go. Because
Is it already 7 o'clock? Yes.
Arrive my daughter.
Yes, yes. Bye, Laura. Bye. Anyway, that's what you can do, you know. You can send the little monster here into the correct UR. So now you need to go here. Down, down, right, down, left, up. And so on. Or you can play it as a random wheel. Spin it. You are. You are. Come faccio a dire are? Niente, forse lo devo dire solo a voce. Anyway, and or you can print them if you want to. Okay, so this is words wall. So, and you can do it in English, or you can change topic, subject, and do Italian, history, whatever.
Maria Pia, scusami, devo andare anch'io. Ho il cane che reclama la passeggiata
Yes,
serale.
don't worry. Yes. Thank you very much. Have a good fortnight. Bye, 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 bye.
Bye, sorry.
No problems.
Ecco, no, è molto utile l'interattivo, Maria Pia.
Sì,